Hey there, it's Jeff with Eternity Shore. This is my friend Lenny, who comes about every year to hang out with me. And usually we're out on the boat boating. Not today, because as you guys know, we still have not solved the overheating issue on our boat. And today we're going to try to replace the thermostat. Always something like that happens. So this is a $25 part, and if it works, that would be fantastic, because otherwise it may be the manifolds and risers, which we're talking $2,000 or more for the parts and service to fix it, and that's not something I would do myself, and that would take weeks. Here's where we're going to be working. Lenny, you can take a look so you know. So I have not done this job before, and this is the thermostat housing right here. And so all of these hoses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of those hoses are going to need to be taken off.
So how do you test it, Jeff?
I believe, yeah, how you test it. So I believe the way you test it is you place the thermostat in hot water, and I have a heating element to put in water to get it up to the temperature where it's supposed to open up. I think it's something like 60 degrees Celsius. That when it hits that valve on the thermostat should open up and allow more water to go in the system. So we can put it in a bucket, get the temperature up to where it's supposed to open up, and see. Biggest challenge is going to be getting it out and putting it back in. Good news is this is one of the most accessible parts of your engine that you could get to. Obviously, I've been working way in the back of the engine, on the sides, but this is like staring you right in the face. The way this lifts up, I believe, at the end of the day, is, and this might be a pain to get off of at all because this is painted over. I think it's this bolt here, and then that bolt down there. And with those two bolts, I think the whole thing lifts off. I don't believe there's another bolt associated with it.
We'll find out.
We're going to find out right now. All right, with Lenny's help, we've gotten most of the hoses off. We didn't take this one off because this was a beast. But now we're able to take the thermostat housing off, and we have access to it. Well, we're going to film in here to show you how these guys are corroded. All right. And I believe... Okay, now, is that the thermostat there? Or is it sitting there? I think it's upside down. We have the thermostat housing off.
Yep.
Thermostat is in there. Alright, so this is the gasket, the old gasket that needs to be removed. And you see down in there, that is the old O-ring, if you want to call it that, that's sticking out, and there's the thermostat. Now I'm going to take it out and then I'm going to compare to what we bought. Hopefully I bought the right thing. But one of the ways that we could test this is by putting it in a bucket of water and heating it up. So let me see if I can take this out first, and then we'll maybe test it. I think I'm actually going to scrape this first so that that stuff doesn't go in there afterwards. So this is I guess it's a gasket. It's not an O-ring. I'm not sure what to call it, but it's the old one pulling out. And then this thermostat technically should come right out, supposedly. Okay. All right, All right, after cleaning this off, I've just put the O-ring in there. It actually seated pretty easily. Although I just realized, do I do that after I put that in? Okay. I think that gasket is in there the way it should be. Pull that thermostat out. Thermostat is not going to come out. All right, we're about to put the thermostat housing on. This is the gasket. Just put that on the bottom. We're going to put this hose on first because it was such a pain in the butt to do. Before we put that gasket on, we're going to put this hose on. And let's not screw this up. It goes this way. I don't know that that's seated correctly. All right, that's the old thermostat there, which we can't really tell whether or not that was opened or closed. We put it in boiling water. We weren't really sure. But we put the whole thing back together and opened up the through hole again to allow water to flow through. And I'm gonna go ahead and start the engine. If you remember, basically what's happening is eventually the engines, after a while, the starboard engine has overheated. It's overheated twice. It overheated the first time I put back the boat in the water when I had run it really just at idle for like 15 minutes. And I was pulling into the dock right here, and I think most of you saw that or heard the alarm go off. It also overheated when Mary and I went out last weekend, when we had a potential shakedown cruise. Within 6 seconds of engaging the starboard engine at 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, the alarm went off again. So we replaced the impeller, we replaced the impeller housing. Now we've replaced the thermostat and put the thermostat housing back in. And so I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the engine, and we'll check for leaks first because I just put hoses back on. If this doesn't work, I think it is likely the manifolds and risers. So let's, fingers crossed, hope this this will work. I just put the blowers on, so we're good to go. Let's start it. Leaking water. I gotta find out where this is coming from. Yeah, it's leaking. What do you think? We good to go, you think?
I do. I think you did an excellent job.
Well, yeah. Let's hope it's good to go.